Starting again at the ground, is the client driving through the heel or through the forefoot? Exaggerating the split front to back can reduce the tendency to push through the forefoot by placing the weight on the heel up front. Another option is to have them lift their big toe very slightly off the ground. Much like the split squat or lunge, you often see clients' knees drift over their toes. While this isn't necessarily injurious, our goal is often to place an emphasis on the glutes and hamstrings. Cue them to keep the weight on their heel and to drop the hips and torso straight down versus allowing their body to drift forward. If necessary, consider placing your hand a few inches in front of the knee at the starting position to reduce knee drift and cue a more hip-dominant motion. As mentioned initially, the Bulgarian split squat places a premium on rectus femoris extensibility. Often, you'll see clients lose their pelvic position when progressing deeper into the range of motion. In this case, their hip flexors are stiffer than their abdominals and external obliques. Cue them to stiffen up the external obliques and gluteals on the trailing leg. If they still fall into anterior tilt, you may need to limit range of motion or lower the height of the box to decrease the stretch. Finally, monitor their torso position relative to their hips. Whenever possible, you'd like to see their torso tall and upright. Many will have a tendency to pitch excessively forwards, again to move around stiffness in the front of their hip. Try cueing them to stay tall first and foremost. If that doesn't work, consider placing your hand on their head and having them lengthen their body into your hand.